Everything grows out of darkness. Everything. This stuff. So, out of this stuff, darkness, which is not only a lack of light, but when you think about seeds, they come out of darkness. They're planted in the ground, which is dark. Human beings are born out of darkness. They go from the father to the mother before they find the light. The universe was exactly the same. It was born out of darkness. And the whole part of it, all of this, and everything that's up there, and everything that's down here in the darkness, till you come out the other side and it's back to light, all of that, if you rewound it back in time,
13.75 billion years ago.
Pretty accurate. But then they're able to measure that, so they know that at some point in time, this entirety was pulled down into a thing called a singularity, which is basically a seed. But at that point, it was sucked through its own kind of black hole and became this condensed point of energy where not even atoms existed, not even basic quarks existed, the elementary particles that make up everything. None of it existed. It was just a ball of energy. But in that ball of energy, about the same size as a piece of fruit, that's where science now pretty much agrees this part of the universe, that's where it got going. Now, that wasn't the only part of the universe, because all seeds, and why should the singularity at the beginning of time be any different? All seeds have a thing around them like this, called a biofield. There's a north and a south, has a horizon between the two of them, and right in the middle is a black hole. That's what a galaxy looks like. It's exactly that dynamics. A planet is exactly that dynamics. This biofield around the outside, a horizon, like a piece between the north and the south poles, and a black hole in the middle. And energy doing this around it in an electromagnetic field, if you like. And that is around planets. The planet has a electromagnetic field. The sun has it, you have it, I have it, seeds have it. Everything has that biofield around it. So why wouldn't the singularity at the beginning of time? What it was creating was the space that this ball of energy was about to release into. Science hasn't got a clue what happened before this singularity was created. Well, a couple of seconds afterwards, yeah, we're on it. We know what happened. But just before that, no one's got a clue. So here's what I'd like to postulate as my interpretation of that event. The conscious being, the great spirit, God, the background ether, the source energy, the consciousness that is percolating through all of life. That started that with intent. As it pulled all this energy into itself, it wanted to know itself. It wanted to evolve. But to do that, it had to release. So it brought it all in, it contracted it down, created the intent, the thought. The thought became sound. The sound started to bounce off its own walls. That created the energy, and the energy created the electromagnetism and the force that created this universe. The electromagnetism created light, and it created matter. And we evolved from that into human beings. I've seen my spirit. I know that sounds a bit bizarre, but in a dream one night that floored me, I actually saw it. And what it was a piece of light, so small, and it was, all the colours are in white. So if you can imagine your spirit is something that is brighter than the brightest white light that you can imagine, to the point that it almost becomes a three-dimensional reflection of itself within that light. That's your spirit. And it's so small, it's able to get through black holes in atoms and connect with everything else. Your spirit, your energy, was at the beginning of time. It's important to understand how that got going, because we can use exactly the same behaviour and exactly the same technique to create whatever we want to create in our lives. And that might be, you want to start a business, you want to start a family, you want to save for a house, you want to write a book, you want to write a play, you want to create a piece of art, you want to make money, you want to change jobs. Whatever change you want to create from where you are now to where you want to be, you can use exactly the same technique that happened at the beginning of time. And let's see how, let's break that down and find out exactly how that works. As this energy starts to explode, areas of it cool, that creates a vortex and spirals. The black holes within that condense things down, create nuclear fusion, they expand out, so as that you start off with gas, then you can create materials, and then you can create solid matter. And that solid matter can go on to create, like the thing underneath my feet, a ball of iron the size of the moon is spinning around underneath me in planet Earth at the moment. Gold, silver, money of the universe, not currency, fiat currency, but actual proper money, was created in that nuclear fusions within the universe. You need to make your wish crystal clear about what you want to achieve with your life. And when you can make that crystal clear, plant it in an environment where it will grow. And that's what we have to understand on an individual level, is where is the best place for me to plant that seed. You know, if you wanted to start a business selling ice cream, you wouldn't go to the North Pole and open up a shop. It would be completely the wrong environment. You'd have to find the right environment for your wish, your universe to exist in. Realise what you want to change about your life and have the intent to do it. The moment you create the intent to change whatever it is about your life that you want to change, you can then plant it in the right environment. And the trick is that you keep, as I said in the first video, you put an electrical signal out to what you want to achieve, and you bring the magnetic emotion back. That is exactly what the Great Spirit is doing. It's sending out electrical thoughts, of which we are one of those nodes, and we're sending the electrical thoughts back to the Great Spirit. The book that I wrote was basically all this information just flying around all over the place that I was getting, and it was just properly bonkers. So got all that information, removed the dust, removed the entropy, removed the nonsense, removed the stuff, until in the end I could create a singularity, which is the book. And now I plant the book, expand it out. So what I'm doing is I'm copying exactly the same format that energy uses. The evolution of our spirit from the beginning of time has been to try and vibrate at the same frequency as the original thought, the intent that created the universe. And I believe that that was created with the pure intent to produce and expand love. And then when we, as human beings, are able to use this body connected with our spirit, and we can vibrate at the same frequency as that, we can go home, we can return, we can be love. I don't think love is the destination. I think love is a journey. I think it just is the cosmic radiation. That's my belief. Thank you very much. Create your wish, create your intent, make it crystal clear, send the thought out, electrical, and bring the magnetic emotions back. I truly hope you have a lovely day. And from me and the sheep, bye.